I'm the executive director for Rising Star Outreach. So Rising Star Outreach is a nonprofit that primarily helps the leprosy-affected people in southern India. So my role as the executive director here in our U.S. side of the operation involves managing the day-to-day operations of our staff. We have a small staff of 6 here in the States. We are basically the funding source. We generate the revenue, we generate that kind of support for the operation in India, and we also recruit volunteers, people to come help us that way. And, of course, building various other relationships that help the organization in a variety of other ways. I came from a fundraising development background at higher ed, but I also have a master's in public administration. As I learned about the cause, my heart truly was touched by the cause of what they're doing and the opportunity to be a part of that, serving the leprosy affected people that are really unnecessarily and unfortunately stigmatized because of a disease that they've basically all been cured of now, but has left a lasting impact on them and their families in such a way that they need help. They need an opportunity to have a hand up. And it has been a challenge, but it's been a wonderful opportunity, and I've learned a lot in the last year and had some great experiences. You work with the best people when you work in these kinds of, in this industry.
How have you seen people's lives changed by what you do, here and abroad? Volunteers, people you've served?
Yeah. Part of what I love about this specific organization, and I know other organizations do similar things, is that we really provide an opportunity for those volunteers or philanthropists, others who may become involved, to see the world in a different light because of the people we serve. So to be specific, we are helping the leprosy affected people in India, and there's a term that's relatively ubiquitous, commonly known, that we talk about untouchables. And people who've been affected by leprosy and others in India are treated as untouchables. And the work we do is literally touching them. We touch their deformed limbs, we cut the bandages off, we wash them, we treat those people with the same respect and dignity that every other human deserves. And of course, these are people that are struggling physically because of the challenges of that disease that has affected them. They've felt oppressed their whole life. Sometimes I've been with them and I ask, can I take your picture? And they'll say yes, and the first thing they do is they tuck their hands away because they don't want those to be seen. And we touch them, and we talk to them, and we get to know them, and you see these people in a whole nother light. And what I love about it, what it's done for me, and what I see it doing in other people's lives is changes the way you view everybody. You no longer put these labels on people about who they are, who they can or can't be. You realize that they're all, to use kind of a religious phrase, but that they're children of God, that we're all in this together, and the different challenges and struggles we face shouldn't really divide us, but give us these opportunities. So I see that in the people that serve with us, the people that donate and who have gone to India and participated in our programs. I see them wanting so desperately at times to just go back and see those people again and serve them again. And so there's wonderful impact on that side. And then of course, I have a privilege to really not just, go and serve and meet people, but to analyze the programs and see what's happening, to see the difference that's being made. We help hundreds of kids right now with their educations. And so, you see that trajectory of their lives changes, totally changes. We help people with other microfinance. Again, when they've been marked physically, they have a hard time getting a job or having anybody take them seriously that way. But if they can get a micro loan and start their own enterprise, they can provide for themselves and for their families, and then they can take out another loan and build that business. And you see that, you see hope in their faces, you see dignity restored to them. One of the most interesting parts is in one of the colonies we've been serving for many years now, about 8 or 10 years, as they get jobs, as they develop their own incomes, as they can support themselves, they want to take better care of themselves. And so industries start popping up in those colonies. We have a barber who's very active and takes care of these people now, and we have another place where there's a beautician that, because now they want to take better care of themselves. They have that self-esteem, that self-respect. And so you see it right there in front of your face that, and I've been to a variety of colonies and I've seen both ends of where in some places they're still struggling. They haven't made it over that hump. They haven't made that transition and change, and you see where they have. And so that's kind of how I'm seeing it in my relatively short tenure with the organization. I can see the difference.
So with all the responsibilities that you carry out in your organization, what excites you the most about what you're currently doing?
I think we all really strive for happiness, or happiness is really the goal, it's the objective. It's either the objective for us personally or for those we love, those we care about, those we work with. What excites me most is to help the people I work with to feel that happiness and joy. So I work day to day with people in the office, and for me it's very important that they enjoy what they're doing, that they're excited about it, that they have opportunities to be creative and use their talents and skills to be successful, that I'm empowering them to do that and helping them to do that. And so that's really important. And then the people I meet with maybe less frequently on our board of directors, or the people in India, that what I do enables them to experience more of that happiness and fulfillment and joy in what they want to accomplish, what they're trying to do. And sometimes people don't know what they're trying to do. They're drawn to a cause, or they're working in a job or whatever, and they don't necessarily have all the whys behind it. And so it's helping empower them, helping them to see opportunity and then to reach that fulfillment.
What is something that you would like those in the community and those who work around you to understand about what you do?
I think people need to know, for example, that philanthropy is an experience of happiness, that service, community service, serving internationally, a humanitarian service, it's about happiness. I think people so often, you get a phone call from a solicitor or maybe something in the mail, for a fundraising appeal, as we might call it, and we kind of think it's obnoxious or burdensome or frustrating, or why do they keep calling me, or maybe I shouldn't have given them money in the first place because now they just ask for it again. But the reality is it's a service that provides you opportunities to live outside of yourself, to find happiness and joy in serving others, and from a personal standpoint, when I give, I'm blessed with joy and happiness. I never end up feeling like I have less now than I had before. When I give, it always comes back. Everybody involved in it is involved in it because of some kind of a passion, some labor of love. There's a reason that they got involved, and people need to know, I think, that this is a wonderful opportunity for everybody in the community to be involved in something, to do something good, and to enjoy that and experience that.